Sup, children? Thought I'd give y'all a shout out, holler out. I said that I'd be making videos. I'm keeping to my word. Now, like I always say, it's the number one crook in the neighborhood, Uncle Charles. So, for those of you children who don't know, it's a good year. We're already off to a good start. We just got the one of my favorite animes, Log Horizon Season 3 just dropped yesterday. I won't be saying where, but you know. If you know, you know. Anyway, so this season is, I'm just gonna do a quick little review episode here. So if you guys don't know already, name's Emerson Kidd, aka Uncle Charles. I'm just gonna tell y'all, please, if you like content, please like and subscribe. At any rate, at the time of this video, I have already seen the first episode. I will be leaving links in the description once I officially post this video about the first opening of this anime, the opening theme song. That's one thing I wanted to touch on, because for those of you new to the series, this won't mean much to you, but for those of you who've stuck by from season 1 to season 2, you'll probably notice coming into this season that we have a different theme. Yep, it is no longer a database. I do not know the name of it off the top of my head because, like I said, I just saw this last night. But it is thematically is pretty different. It has a little bit of the same. It doesn't have the it starts a little slow, so it doesn't, and it does build up. But in my opinion, I do sort of miss Database. I like this new song. It's not bad, but it doesn't have the whole hype as far as the original song. So. So there's that. The ending song, since I'm already talking about the music in it, might as well just say that it sort of sticks to the same, a little bit of the same pattern. With the first two seasons, it was mainly just endings that just focused on Akatsuki. But now that Minori and Princess Renesha have both had some character-driven moments in the series, they both appear during the ending, which is sort of interesting. I'm sort of gonna try not to spoil what I possibly think that means, but I'd say pay attention to the ending when you watch this first episode of the season. Now, this is when I'm going to get into some spoilers here, just some general stuff. Not even spoilers. Let's just say general overview of the first episode. For those of you who are expecting, a lot of stuff to happen in this first episode, no, not really. It's actually a pretty slow going. The main character of this episode is actually, like I just mentioned, Princess Renesha, and her relationship with the people of the land, and its development from the first and second season, which was actually an interesting way to go about the third season for me, personally, because a lot of us are probably hoping to actually get into what's going on with Krusty over on the Eastern server in Log Horizon, but I can assure you that they haven't forgotten him. So we will. I'm hoping we're going to be seeing some of him by at least the third episode. But so far, this first episode was just mainly Renesha, her, and like I said, her relationship with the people of the land. There is hint spoiler. If you look at the title, it's called the title of the season, or subtitle, I guess, would be Destruction of the Round Table, and we're going to be seeing part of why that is. without giving too much away, even if you were paying attention in this first and second season, part of that has to do with the power vacuum that was created with the absence of now Krusty, um, and just the rising tension between the different main guilds in Log Horizon. Um, Other than that, there has been a suspected let's say suspected plant in the round table who's suspected of working with plant. I have no clue on how to pronounce the main antagonistic organization. I believe it's Plant Freuden or Hoyden, something like that. I'm just going to call it Plant Freud. So, working with Plant Freud, a guild, for those of you new to the series, I'd hope that you go back and at least binge the first and second, but they are excuse me, an antagonistic, got it, boom, antagonistic guild made of adventurers whose end goal is sort of murky at best, because the whole lot of the big part of the plot is getting out of the game. And I know a lot of people compare this to SAO, calling this, hey, the better SAO, seeing as people haven't just like gotten completely used to the the computerized game world they're living in, but have decided, hey, let's make the most of this world, but still the end goal should be to try and get the hell home. That being said, Plant Freud basically has no intentions of living peacefully with the people of this of the world they inhabit, and in fact have brought in some of them into their own cult with the promises of wealth and power. But even still, they they operate sort of in the shadows behind people. And with that being said, they still there is a suspected mole, and like I said, if you want to get more in depth with them, I could do a video on that, but I think it'd be best just to binge watch the first or second season if you have the time. And so as I was saying, they excuse me, their MO is basically murky at best, but they have a suspected plant in the round table, and that's another part of what's again playing out in this episode. Third little tidbit that is also happening is it seems that Shiroe, the villain in glasses, has also made mention to the round table about the things that he's learned besides just about the Eastern Service and where Krusty is gone. But it seems that there's also an ongoing issue with the gates, with people being spirited away, quote quote, and just gone missing, and they don't know where they're going, and they're still trying to figure out the timetable of the fairy gates, their main basically like a Stargate in the world of the game that takes them from place to place, from point A to point B. But the problem was they had they couldn't find the timetable sheet anymore, because now it's become random. So those are my main takeaways for episode 1. All in all, it wasn't bad. We did get to see a few a good majority of the cast. Not a lot of them really had speaking roles or weren't doing too much. Apparently, and this is one small minor spoiler, I was looking at the opening, and I believe that we might be getting some new characters in not Log Horizon as in general, but in Log Horizon, the organization, the guild, but not Log Horizon, So a little inception here. Log Horizon, the guild inside of the show Log Horizon, the third season. Um, you know, ironically, self-titled. But I have not seen these characters before, so I'm assuming my best guess is that they came from one of the tabletop games, but I'm not sure. They might come out of some of the other source material and light novels that were created that will be our source material for the third season. And that's all I got for right now. Tune in next time for more. Peace out, peoples. Stay frosty.